Hi, welcome to the next round, and probably says it's gonna be the last round for this season for Jank Tank. So today I'm gonna be finalizing playing some Boros cycling for Pioneer. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete today. So we got one new card to try out, which is the new shark that basically gets countered whenever you cycle or discard a card. So that's what we're trying. If you like this kind of content, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification for future videos. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Let's get there together. Let's get into this deck list and see the deck in action. Be aware, next week in this slot will be Pokemon. So yeah, so let's dive in. So our deck, we have our Flourishing Fox, some Makos, some healers, some stingers, some rescuers, hollow one, 3 and 3 on the 6 drops that have just cost 1 white or 1 red to cycle. Gopher Blood, a reasonable fight effect that can be cycled. We have a Zenith Flare, a little bit of Axe to discard some cyclers and some Fate with Mirror Breakers. 20 lands. Sideboard, we do have some Soul Guide Lanterns. It's a nice way of exiling your opponent's graveyards. Torture Tower for a little bit more removal. Damping Spirit to hate on Lotus Field. Get Lost, Catch-All removal. Sky Crash as a way to get rid of an artifact. Can be cycled. Field of Flames as a way to deal with aggro. We should be able to get our Mako and our Fox big enough so we could just rat away the small stuff. Elspeth for grinding matchups. Unpredictable Cyclone because I want to try it. It's been a while since I played this card, and it's okay into grinding matchups. Whereas Zenith Flare probably is not very good because they have graveyard hate. So that is our list. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete in Pioneer. Plains, Fox, Goop. Dark Slick Swords and Thoughtseize. I mean, take whatever cycler you want. Probably the Stinger, yeah. Play Mako. Cycle. Grow the team. Catch ya. Go. So if I get through most of these videos for this week, and one for next week. So the plan here, like I said, is going forward. I'm going to be playing, mixing up my DCGs. I feel like gets me more room, less exhausted from one card game. All right, cycle. Cycle. And what hollow one? Heck yeah, go. Yeah, so I think that's a great way for me to be able to make sure I'm not getting exhausted from playing nothing but lots and lots and lots of magic. I think it's net negatives for me personally, and that's also negative for you because you have to watch it. You're gonna make me sack something. Sure, hollow one gone.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Cycle. Cycle. So that's pretty good. I don't care about Liliana. So I go. Yeah, there goes my land.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And death. So against this matchup, we have Elspeth, maybe a Cyclone. What can we cut? I don't really think this is a healer matchup. Actually, healer's probably better than Axe. Maybe Torch over one healer. I don't like this. Fighting is probably bad too. We're not like that. Okay, Storm. Okay, this town isn't big enough. Okay, so we're going to play the Mako. Go. Now keep in mind, if you want more Magic content from me, check out Aetherclash MTG. Right now I've been doing 6 episodes per week of Magic, which is a little too much. So I want to go ahead and add some other card games into it. For one, I want to see if the other card games are like One Piece is going to be just as fun, more interesting. I could. I don't know. It seems. Alright, that's good. Hit ya. Go. Lily, sure.
Nobody knows Dominator's shadows like. I've always hated.
Hit me. Fox. Cycle. Cycle. Go. Fatal push. Nightmare. Get rid of the Vantage. Yeah, talent. Okay. So I can get him down to 11. Oh. Alright, so a Ganja. Hit you to 11. Go. This town ain't big enough. Alright, there goes my other land. Actually, I could just get rid of the hollow one. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. That's fair. Maybe Get Lost is worth it. Is this worse? Cyclone's probably worse. I think I keep Gopher Blood, get rid of a torch. Mako, go. Now we're much better on the play, because we are a decently aggressive deck. You might have to Fatal Push, which is super, super weak. Weaken the sauce, I mean. Yeah, cycle. Go. Waste not. Fair. Now, this is a little weird. So I go ahead and play that. I think I go ahead. Knight to get Waste not. And cycle. Headshot. After all, Waste not is really good against me. Turns out when you just cycle non-stop all the time, a little bit problematic.
One of your friends has
More
to
lands, huh? Alright, get rid of the Lily. Go.
It's no fun when they hit back.
We probably are not going to win this one. Another Waste not. That's bad. Play a Fox. Go. Alright. Fable. That's probably my best draw, but go ahead. Now, I have no problem discarding lands here and making him add 2 more mana to his mana pool. Doesn't seem like he could use it all that well. I just don't want him having zombies. Play the Fox. And the Shark. Nowhere to run. Gets rid of the Fox. That's just food. Nowhere to run. Gets rid of my 2/2. Okay. Another Waste Not. Exiles my yard. Hollow one is interesting. It is a legit way I can win the game from this point. Gotcha. Go. Now I can copy the hollow one. So that puts him in a very weak position. I think I might win this one now. So I cycle. Oh, crap. That's not good, because he does get 2 zombies. That was a oops. Alright, another hollow one. Oh, crap. Go. That was a mistake. I thought maybe I had lethal, because I could count. But that doesn't seem to be the case. This town isn't big enough. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you draw an extra card. And we do get to pump our little Mako. Gotcha. Okay, take 2. Yep. So that's pretty nice. So if you use the Sanitarium from this point, you just get to land. So Storm Chaser's talent, that's an extra body. He eventually might make us draw into something more relevant. That's interesting in this current position. If I draw a Cycler, I could just literally play this and cycle and ping him for 1. So this town isn't big enough. And that's fine if you go ahead and reset my Reflection, which would be your most optimal line here. But if he actually bounces a hollow one. Good game. Shouldn't have bounced it. And that's fun. Go ahead and make your little zombies. 1 damage. And we are 1-0. Bam. I am now offering Patreon and locals content exclusive that includes sideboard guides, budget guides, exclusive videos, as well as other types of content. If you want to check out the link, is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Plan, go. Another Darkslake Shores. Please don't tell me this is the same opponent. Take my hollow one, I guess. I mean, what else you taking here? The shepherds are just literally here to replace themselves. Okay. I could go ahead and play the healer. Say go. The reason being is I cycle. This costs 1. I still can cast it 1. So I'm thinking I just gain 2 extra life and be okay with that. It also might just make him waste like a fatal push or removal spell on it. And that means he's tapped out, which is more what I would want as well. Play a Fable. Again, I think it's better to keep applying pressure. The board state is slightly in my favor. Especially since I'm on the play, I need to apply as much pressure as I can. Sure. Tap down my goblin. Like I said, join my ACG channel if you want more content from me with Pioneer. I'm actually thinking about just going down to 2 episodes per week over there and then 1 here. And that way, but over there, I am mainly targeting playing every Pioneer deck. So that's pretty exciting stuff. And also porting over standard decks to Pioneer. See if they have what it takes to stack up. So if you're interested in either one of those kind of concepts, go ahead and join over there. Let's go ahead and just start adding to the board. Honestly, I don't think he could handle this much pressure anyways. Hitcha.
I like the challenge.
So go ahead and do that. That's pretty why. I mean, it's pretty awesome over there. Like, so that's the primary focus where I'm going to do most of my Magic content. I'm going to be still doing some number of Magic content on this channel. It's going to be increased probably with cons of Tarkir. So if you're, of course, I'm not going to leave you high and dry like a ton of cons. I'm actually excited about. I probably have a lot of decks to brew. But when you have a set like this where I'm just not too excited, yeah, there's like some interesting cards here and there. So we are going wide. Top down my hollow one, sure. I think I want to act like that. Force him to, I don't know, see what he does. He might just prevent 100% life.
I don't run from danger.
Go. Go ahead and enjoy the last attack, opponent. Because you're not going to make it through, I don't think. I mean, you could definitely pick that up. Jitsu. I guess that means I'm dead. Yeah. So against ninjas, maybe Torch over Go for Blood. Customize my removal package a little bit. Get Lost. Seems reasonable too over Axe. I don't like that. Land. Yep. So keep in mind on the other channel, it's not really geared towards playing the newest cards. That's strictly on this channel. If your new list does come out that makes a meta deck, then of course I'll play it. But it's not meant to be my brews. It's meant to be, except for porting from standard over, like I will have to make some adjustments potentially if the deck doesn't already exist. So, I think it's correct to go ahead and play the Rescuer. Go. So if that interests you, go ahead and check it out. Budget Magic might be random. I might do some episodes and then hold off for a while. This depends on how much time I get to be able to do it. That's usually a Friday thing. Don't you kill my threat. Let's see, push. Do it. Come on. So I put that. Play a stinger. Say go. So that should do some a little bit of incremental damage. Alright, that happens. Go ahead and put your Kaido into play. I'm pretty sure that's what you're doing. If it's the smaller Ninjutsu guy, then I could torch it. Okay, so you can pick up the other one. Get rid of the hacker, don't want strong cards. I mean, you could definitely add treasure to your mana pool. I mean, your mana. Increase that. Put that on white, I think. That way I have an equal amount of each. Let's go ahead and start pinging. Yep, keep it pinging. And a hollow one. Hatcha. Yep. So yeah. So next week, hopefully I do well in my first episode of One Piece. I have not really played them. I haven't played hardly any One Piece. So it would be very interesting to see how I do next week if that interests you. I think it's one of the better TCGs right now, in my opinion. Just based on how it plays, like how it actually operates and all that kind of stuff. Overall, I really like it. I'm just watching it and doing that kind of stuff. I think it's better than Magic, potentially. Pokemon, on the other hand, I have played decent amounts. I've been playing a lot of it on my phone. So that way, just in case I have to go to it, I can actually do that. So, that's interesting. Is it better to cycle this? Or is it better to... You better play it. Hedja. You could trade if you want, I guess. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's episodes. I think I picked my upper decks. I mean, the Abzan Greasefang is on Wednesday. And then Abzan. Actually, this is like the week of Abzan. Because Greasefang's this week, and also is Siege Rhino, which is everyone's favorite card. So I'm super excited about featuring them right out of the gate. And Catcher Modes, I think, is going to be pretty interesting to try with Siege Rhino. Still sad that we don't have Jengatha no more, but I'm excited. We also got our new Siege Rhino-like equipment vehicle. Let's do some land destruction. This might be a bad matchup, just in general, though. It seems like it. It's like he has a fatal push. Cut down. Mm-hmm. Cycle. Please give me a good card. How many cyclers are in the yard? I mean, that's almost all of it. Come on. Please give me something. Alright. 1 and 1. Let's get into the next. Through PayPal, I'm offering for $20 play your deck through a league. I also give you an article about how to improve the list, and as well as some sideboard guides in very particular matchups. If you want to check out, the link is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. 2. Health. Okay. Not a land. So that kind of sucks. Hoping to find a land here. Because, like, I should be able to scry, cycle into one. Okay. There we go. That's decent. Cycle. The healer seems less important in this matchup. Actually, that seems like the better choice. Yep, pump. Found another land. Let's go. Headshot. Go. Thanks, opponent. I gotta admit, Thunderous Velocipede is pretty interesting. Coco with the Velocipede. Pumps the team. Okay. And you're going to attack with a 5/5? Pretty aggressive. That's a little too aggressive, opponent. Calm down. Calm down, opponent. You're doing too much. I think I Fable. And just pass. Seems kind of sus. But at the same time, I don't really have a choice. I could have cycled Hollow One, I guess is my other option. But I figured I can get Hollow One for free next turn. by just pitching these two healers and then kind of going from there. It also leaves me the possibility of also Zenith flaring next turn if I draw into a land. So discard land, hopefully in top 3. Play land, Zenith flare for not enough, I think. Okay, he's turning on his thing, pumping the team. And we're dead. Got it. Oh, I guess that wasn't dead. So we have Fuel the Flames, Torch. I don't think I want to address just the vehicle. Axe is probably pretty reasonable. Sorcery speed, not ideal. Probably trim on the upper parts of my curve. Run it like this. Put on white, play a box. Go. So overall, I think this deck actually is pretty reasonable. Overall, we definitely did not do very well last match, but this time we should be okay. What another fox? I think healer's worse than the stinger. Pump the foxes and shove. Yep. So now if I cycle, seems okay. I get basically 2 4/4s. He does not have a fatal push yet. That's bad. That's bad. All right, fox. Definitely do the other one. Yeah, pump the foxes. And pass. So eventually I will get to the Zenith Flare, I guess. This Glisa is doing some work. Like, I can't really get through it. And it made him tap down his tomb. I guess that makes sense. He kind of has to. There's no way he attacks, right? That would be ideal for me. Alright, cycle. Pump, pump, pump. I want to land. Please give me a land. I guess I can't draw one. Go. So I have 4 in the yard right now. You can remove 3+++1 counters from a box. I mean, I don't think he would do it though. Attack me, that is. Yet, at least. He could attack with the... Nah. Alright, so this is the real question. Which color should this go on? Put on red, I guess. Play Fable. There you go. So that definitely does not work with this, right? So that kind of sucks. Yep. So I can get rid of the Fable next turn. Especially since, like I said, this does not actually work with the Foxes. But it works with a new guy, so that's all that matters. Oh. I guess we don't have a Fable. Touche, opponent. You win this round. Okay. You get Frisky, does not. Alright, so this might be a position where this might be relevant. Let's go ahead and cycle once. Interesting. Make a treasurer. See how you block. You went block with Tyvar, right? So, okay. That happens. Let's see if I can get it underneath you. And you don't realize that you should be tapping something down to make that indestructible. Don't see it. Don't see it. Please don't see it. I think you've seen it. Sure. There goes some of the board. We just pass. I could kill the Glisa, which would force him to not use Tyvar like that. So if I draw a land, I could Zenith here. I also could just, I guess, Langing Axe here. Discard a card, pop there. Get rid of a Fable. I could turn on a... okay. Alright, take some damage. Kill the Glisa. Cycle. And that means we still get to play Hollow one this turn. Alright, that works. He could pump. Let's force him to block with something. You can't block a dive art and basically tap something else down to prevent some chunk of this damage. Question is he trading in his Shaman of the Pact or his little car? I think I still have to go for it. Now that my stuff doesn't hit you to 3. Now he might pay into the Tyvar. If he draws it, I guess he has to have another land. So I guess he's not forced to attack yet. Or he can't, I should say he's not forced, but he can't attack yet. Next turn he can. So I need to kind of close it out right now. He can? I guess just hope I get exactly land. Okay. That's good. So that means I have lethal. I just need to sit back, not overextend. Right? I just literally Zenith Flare for the win. What's incorrect, I think, at this point is to attack, tack. He attacks back with this, and I get pulverized. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Now the Zenith Flare should wrap things up. Goes accruing. Pays into everything. He does have one trampler. So eat that. Eat that. And chomp here. And got it. Run it back. Right, Forest Elf. Passes. Cycle Shepherd. Go. That's nice for next turn. Shocks himself. Adds me. And an elf. That's not what I'm looking for. Box. Go. Shocks himself and passes. Fable. Yep. Now the question here is, do I have to get rid of these Zenith Flares? It's like a Coco. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why you just didn't attack with the one elf, right? I mean, am I really going to trade a box for an elf? Probably not. Ever. Unless it was the last point of damage, like, literally. Yeah, trade. So if I draw a land, I think I'm okay. Alright, so that should just be discarded. I think I did something like that. Cycle. Put a counter. Now my hollow one's free. Play a hollow one. And attack. Go. I think that was the best move, because if he would have double blocked, I would have torched one for sure. Just trying to get his board clean, to be honest. See what he has here. If he has another Shaman of the Pact. Okay. Get rid of the leaf. So he's drawing cards. So now I can start making copies of my hollow one. Getting frisky. Hopefully closing this game out with a 2-1 record. Which is not bad for a Jank Tank record. Opponent's paying in. Gets frisky. I guess I make one trade. Get a 1. But the thing here is, that's tapped down. Let's go ahead and get rid of the tie ball in game 4. Yep. Now I can just animate the din. Okay, the vehicle. And a lord. Gets frisky? You should have done it, sure. Cycle. Trying to find something better. Getting this outside of just elf range. Ah, shoot. Go. He could just crew the vehicle and attack. Alright, I think he's got this one. I don't really think it was correct to ever cast that. I don't know if crewing that is correct. You gonna attack out with everything? So I do that. That takes me to -1. Sure. All right, 1 and 2. Let's get to the wrap up. So what do we learn this week about this deck overall? 1 and 2. The only other card I would want to have tried in this deck is that new artifact that whenever you discard a card, you get some extra abilities, which is actually what Cyclone was supposed to have been for the grindy matchups, but I did not have access to be able to play it. But I was able to get MTGO, which is kind of cool. Overall, I think this deck is getting close to being a good deck. If we get any good 2-drops, I think that replace Healer or Rescuer. I think that's kind of where I would want to be. I would prefer it to be a rare, to be honest. Like, it's kind of sus that we just have nothing but uncommons, which I guess is okay, right? But for competitive nature, you kind of hope to have some sort of good competitive rare 2-drop that fits into this deck. So hopefully at some point we get that. Cycling tends to be a very common theme. But besides that, overall, the deck feels pretty solid. It has its, flex draws, where sometimes you just draw the wrong half of your deck. And if you ever actually get the Boros cycling land, finishing that off, that would help with Zenith Flare and also this deck. Because there's definitely some cases where you might want to just cycle some lands away if you could. But let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about this list, what changes would you guys have made, and until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Shout out to all my supporters, and if you want to see any other content from me, check out either one of these 2 videos and playlist, and I'll talk to you soon.